What's going on, guys? Welcome to another YouTube video. My name is Maurice and I'm an airline pilot. And good morning, because it's 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to be taking you guys through a 2-day trip that I picked up on open time. So I'm still in reserve, so I get a certain minimum credit every single month. But anything that I pick up on my days off, like today and tomorrow, goes above that minimum guaranteed. So it's like extra pay. I'm currently at home right now in Florida. The reason I woke up so early is because I have to commute to Charlotte to start my trip. That's the one thing about it. Since I picked up this trip, I'm gonna have to make the commute to make sure that I'm at the report time on time. So my report time today is at 2 p.m. So I have to make sure I'm there. So that's why I wanted to start, and I wanted to start my day early, wake up early, and get to the airport to make sure that I have a few flights that'll get to Charlotte before my report time, just in case there's a cancellation or delay. And today's a pretty easy day. It's a 3-legger. We're going Charlotte to Westchester, New York, I think, and then Westchester to DC, DC to St. Louis, and that's day 1. And then tomorrow is St. Louis to DC, DC to Charlotte, and then from Charlotte at around 3 p.m., I'm gonna be done, and I'm gonna try to catch a flight at 4 p.m. to come back to Florida, and I'll be back here tomorrow. So without further ado, let's go to the airport and try to commute to get to Charlotte. All right, guys. First step, we made it on. We're going to Charlotte. So I made it to Charlotte, and now I have a 3.5-hour wait before my report time. And just studying, looking over some stuff, doing some work on my computer. And I'm gonna be heading over to the gate. All right, now we're just waiting on the plane to get here. Go to White Plains. Plane finally arrived. It's been apparently on the ramp for like 20 minutes, so now it's finally here. Let's go fly. So I guess I'm the first to get here. The rest of the crew is still on another airplane trying to get here. So I'm gonna set up everything, get us going to Westchester, New York. Unfortunately, we're here in Charlotte still. It's been an hour. We had a maintenance issue. We had a caution message. We were on the checklist, and basically it told us you have to return the gate, and maintenance has to try to fix it, try to look at it. We had to deplane everyone, so now it's just me and the crew just chilling here. Hopefully they fix it soon. All right, maintenance is working their magic over there. Yep, they got us opened up over here. Let's see what happens. All right, so update. We're plane swapping, so we're switching planes. Hopefully the second one's good. All right, second try. This one has no APU. The flight plan from Charlotte to Westchester, New York. So you can see the weather was not too good, and our APU wasn't working, so it was really hot in the beginning, but we made it. We made it to New York. A lot of private jets here. This guy. So we got a ground stop in DC, so I'm gonna munch some food in here while we wait for that ground stop to finish. All right, this is gonna power me through the ground stop. Today has been delay after delay. This was our flight plan from White Plains to DC. Obviously, you can see that they had us do a crazy reroute around all that weather, but it ended up being fine, and we made it in DC, no problem. We just had to wait a long time for that ground stop. All right, we made it DC. Jeez, that did not go as planned. So today was supposed to be a 3-leg day. The first leg, we end up being delayed on the ground due to maintenance. Started the engine up, and we had to return to the gate. We're waiting for maintenance to fix it. We waited for an hour and a half, and then they basically told us that we're gonna plane swap. So they gave us a different airplane. The second airplane we got had no APU, so it was super hot. We ended up being able to get to White Plains, New York. And once we got to New York, there was some weather around DC. That was the second leg, White Plains to DC. We waited on the ground for around an hour due to a ground stop. And once we did finally board all the passengers and everything, we had to wait like around an hour and 30 minutes for them. Once we had boarded everybody, we taxied to the run-up area, and they're like, hey, we need you to hold there for a little bit. And we stayed there for an hour and a half. They finally cleared us to go. We get to DC, but now it's super late, and they got rid of the last leg, which was supposed to be a layover in St. Louis, but now it's a layover in DC. Tomorrow was supposed to be a two-legger from St. Louis to DC and then DC to Charlotte, but they removed the first leg, and now we're just gonna do DC to Charlotte and I'm done. In a way, it's good. I'm pay protected, so even though I'm gonna be flying less, they're paying me the same. But on the other hand, I want flight time and I'm gonna be flying less, so it's okay. I'll be back tomorrow. Good morning. It's day 2, and today should be a nice, simple day. One leg now. Instead of 2, they made it 1 leg. It's gonna be DC to Charlotte, and then I'm done. Hopefully I can catch the flight back home, and that'll be the end of the 2-day trip. First day was a crazy first day. That was probably one of the craziest first days I've had since I've been here, but today it won't be that way. It's gonna be nice and smooth. Everything's gonna run as planned, and we'll make it to Charlotte in one piece. So right now, I am going to hit a quick workout and probably get to the airport early. Just eat at the airport because there's not much food here. I'll see you guys later. All right, nice. I was able to stop by my old crash pad to pick up my suit jacket and to pick up my violin. So you know what? Ended up being fine having to stay over at DC. All right, this is our pre-flight meal today to get us ready to go to Charlotte. Waiting on the airplane.
You got these birds here protecting the airport in DC. These are the security guards.
All right, got here nice and early. Let's get the show on the road. And to finally end this trip, we did the Scram departure out of DC, and we did the Chesley 6 arrival, and it was all good. All right, and we're all done. That was way better than yesterday. And we made it. Let's go. There we go. We finally made it to Charlotte. Now I gotta try to make my commute back to Florida. Let's see if we can do it. Hopefully, there's enough seats available. All right, so well, unfortunately, my flight got delayed 2 hours ahead. I get to the gate and now it's canceled. But there's a backup. I'm gonna try to catch a flight at 8:20 p.m. that goes to Fort Lauderdale. If that doesn't work, there's one at 11 p.m. It's just so late. It sucks, but I've already been waiting. I've been here since 3 p.m. and I think now it's like 6:30 p.m. So hopefully I can make it on this one. It doesn't cancel, it doesn't delay, and I can be done and go back home. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. All right, just want to update you guys. That flight that was supposed to depart at 8:20 p.m. is now delayed till 9:45 p.m. And I got here, I finished the trip at 3 p.m. and I was originally supposed to get a flight that departs at 4:30 p.m. So that's a lot of waiting. So if you guys, just a quick reminder, if you guys do want to become an airline pilot and you don't live on base and you're trying to commute back home, get ready, because this stuff, I guarantee you, will happen to you eventually. I was originally supposed to get home at 6:50 p.m. Now I'm getting home at midnight. It is what it is. It's part of the airline commuting life, so just gotta deal with it. Got my boarding pass. Barely made it on. Let's get it. We made it on the airplane. There were 3 other pilots trying to get on, and life's good because we all got on, and it's a full flight. I'm happy we made it. Now we're supposed to get back to Florida at around 12:30 a.m. So pretty late, but it's all good. Made it. That's all I care about. I can sit down on my chair and go to sleep. Let's see if it's butter. And I finally made it. We got our ride.
Designated Uber, baby.
Designated Uber. Going back home.
I waited 4 hours for him.
This is the
Can a girlfriend
Shout out to
do
the guy
that?
right here.
I didn't think so.
This is the man right here. And you know what? I think that's the end of the YouTube video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like, please like, comment,
Like and subscribe.
all that good stuff. And I'll see you guys in the next video.